Pablo Torre just dropped a bombshell investigation. Steve Ballmer's company paid Kawhi $28 million for a no-show endorsement deal that former employees say was to circumvent the salary cap.
Say?
The company is now under federal investigation for fraud.
They'll
We
get
have
off.
Mark Cuban coming on the podcast next week, and he has reached out to Pablo and said he would like to go on his podcast after Pablo invited him. So there's a lot going on. How big is this scandal, though? Is where we begin.
First of all, why are you snitching? No, why are you snitching? Who cares? If you listen, do you know how much this lemon perfect bottle was? Probably 28 cents. This is what Steve Ballmer thinks of 28 million. He's like, oh, here you go. You want this? Here you go. He don't care. He don't care. Also, why are you snitching?
Who's snitching? Who's snitching? The reporter? The reporter's job is to snitch. Our job is to keep it quiet, right? Like Ballmer didn't tell. Kawhi didn't tell. So Pablo's doing what he's supposed to do. And he's doing an absolute great job. Shout him out for this investigation, right? Again, all of these things are allegedly. We were talking about Malik Beasley and all of his drama, and then it turned out to be allegedly, not be to not be as true as we know, and as he is in a position where it looks like he's going to be able to possibly play again. If you would have asked people 2 months ago, it would have been a completely different story. So all I'm going to do is play both sides of it and say this allegedly. Now let's get into if this really did happen. It's happened before. Everybody knows the Joe Smith deal. Everybody knows what happened with Joe Smith. If you know the NBA, this is not the first time. This won't be the last time. This happens all the time. Now to this level, like some old 1990s illegal recruitment of college player level of we're going to give you $28 million in a duffel bag. You got this. This is some Blue Chips. Go and watch the movie Blue Chips.
Great movie.
Right?
Great. Except it's just in the NBA.
Yeah, except it's in the NBA. And yes, Ballmer does not care. He's one of the richest men in the world. But so was Paul Allen, right? Before he passed away. Paul Allen had all the money in the world. They would tell teams like, hey, we want picks, blah, blah. And they're like, hey, and we want to give you $500,000 in cash. It's like, we don't take cash. Because they'll do cash considerations. Yeah. Portland was on a no cash because Paul Allen doesn't need cash. So they're like, we don't need money, right? We need picks, we need valuation. So they've had this before. You still can't do that. You still can't do it. But the players rarely get in trouble for it. Players don't get in trouble for it. That's all I'm saying. Players don't, again, we don't know if this to be true. Maybe he started a company and Kawhi was going to do it and then they couldn't get the funding. I don't know.
If you want to pay Kawhi Leonard $28 extra million to sit there, good for you.
I would do it. I would do it in a heartbeat if I was Kawhi Leonard. What? I would do it in a heartbeat.
I would have made up a commercial about him and trees talking to each other where they don't actually talk. He's just hugging it.
Wait a second.
Wait
a second.
Where's the integrity? What the
integrity? What? Professional sports?
Stop.
Integrity. No, Allie. This is survival. Wait. One last thing, Perk, and then I want you to go because Perk's going to bring us all together, right?
Well, duh.
But wait, really quickly. When you talk about players, they always oh, we'll give you a front office position. We're going to give you this and we'll make you an ambassador, right? This is what a lot of these players are offered, especially later in their career, right? Or will allow you to get possible ownership. A lot of these things are promised to people. Michael Jordan was promised something. That's why when he left the Wizards, he went back to play, was promised something. And when he retired, he didn't get it. So that's how the whole thing, Wizard breakdown. So players are often promised things, futures, a lot of futures. That happens all the time. The issue is this was a current thing to circumvent the cap, which changes it. So there's always these backdoor deals and agreed negotiations that happen all the time. Rarely is it found and reported on. This is not the first. It won't be the last. But if we're talking about the magnitude that they got caught potentially, yeah, that's next level. I'm ready for Adam Silver. I'm like, let's see what Adam Silver's going to do with this one.
Perk, what do you got?
So two things. You want the medium picture or the big picture first?
The media.
Okay.
Big. We all go big.
Right. So here's the thing. One, I believe that Kawhi Leonard is getting too much heat for this shit. Right? Any player would have taken that shit. Like that shouldn't be on Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard, when he's negotiating a contract, and this is how it happens with all players who's negotiating deals. They have an agent in place who I believe is Uncle Dennis for Kawhi Leonard. I may be wrong, but I believe it's Uncle Dennis. Uncle Dennis he represents Kawhi Leonard. Okay? When you sign a contract extension or you sign with a new team, how many pages is that shit?
Lots.
Who on this, Richard, have you ever looked through your entire contract?
I can lie to you. I can lie to you and say yes.
You can lie. Okay. Janet, you know what? You might have. You might have.
He can't eat chicken without choking. He definitely read his whole contract.
What? I don't even like reading.
Bro, I've never read my entire contract. That's why you have an agent in place, right? An agent finding things like, hey, we got the deal. Here's some of it, right? Here's the contract, but I got to go change paragraph such and such on page such and such because I don't like this, right? The agent job is to make sure, one, they protect you, and two, get you max amount of dollars, right? Like, you got to get your fucking bread. Now, Kawhi signed on the dotted line, right? Pretty sure it was like, hey, we're going to add this extra incentive. We can't max you out. We need to keep this money. This is how we're going to do it. Kawhi is doing nothing else that nobody else in the league does as far as when they sign their paperwork. All I'm saying is, again, look who's running the organization outside of Steve Ballmer. Here we go. Lawrence Frank once again. Right? I've been on here. No one trusts Lawrence Frank. All of a sudden, Lawrence Frank, who's running the organization under Steve Ballmer, this shit comes out. Okay, cool. But the Clippers need to be getting more heat about this than Kawhi Leonard does. Okay, that's number one. Big picture. Allie, is no integrity no more. I tell my wife this shit all the time. Vanity is so green to the world. Nothing in this world, when you're being successful, and it goes to show you that billionaires cut fucking side deals in whatever they do. Billionaires have under the table shit going on every single day. That's how they get ahead. When it comes down to even in our shit, when you talk about trades, right? Like when we talk about how a team stole a player and doing free agency, right? Agents cut side deals. Hey, I will get you such and such if you re-sign and max out this guy. Like, underhand deals happen all the time, not just in the sports world, but in America. No one has ever gotten ahead by being fucking honest. You can't make me believe that shit. No one. It's always something, whether it's, I'm not saying they're cheating, I'm not saying they're doing nothing illegal, but you can get ahead by the relationships. People take for granted when they say, oh yeah, it's who you know, not what you know. Well, no shit. Even when you look at, but see, here goes some real shit right here. If you want to keep it a buck in the media landscape, a lot of personalities are represented by the top dogs. Top dogs, relationships matter, right? So it's not like, let's not everybody who got something to say, the Kawhi Leonard scandal. No, side deals, shit go on all the time in the United States.
Perk, really quickly. How many players agree to deals at 12:01? How many players?
That shit been done 3 days ago.
Yes. How many players agree to deals at 12:01?
It been done 3 days ago.
And that's been for a decade, 10 years, 20 years.
All I'm saying is this, right? And I'm leaving it at this. Should Kawhi Leonard get some heat? Yes, but not as much as Lawrence Frank, Steve Ballmer and Kawhi's agent, because no player reads their entire fucking contract when they sign it. I'm sorry. So you can't.
Nah, we can't. No. This is the part. We can't fault him for not doing his due diligence. We can say that that is acceptable, but that is a part of his responsibility. It's if there's an extra $23 million in your contract, bro, from having $28 million. Thank you, Alex. There's an extra $28 million in your contract, and you're gonna act like you don't know. I'll absolve him of that, but we can't fault him saying, well, he probably didn't read the contract.
Yep.
He knows that there's another $28 million. He knows that if he requests a trade, he ain't getting that money either. He knows.
That's bullshit though, RJ, because let me tell you why. That's bullshit. Let me explain why. Because not only your agent, most agents have some type of law degree, am I right?
No. Now we're doing generalities.
Hold on. I'm just asking because I'm saying most agencies have their lawyer. That's why when you sign the contract, doesn't lawyer fees get taken out along with agent fees? Because lawyers look over your contract to protect you so you don't have to do it. All I'm saying,
we're gonna agree to disagree. We're gonna agree
of it.
We're not disagreeing on that. We're saying the same thing.
I agree with you, and I think, listen, if he gets a one lump sum, $28 million, that's the thing. If he's getting 3 million a year extra, I don't think he's noticing that, to be real. I don't think it's like, hey,
listen, bro, if I got a separate company, if I have a separate LLC named KL2 that I sign up for, right, that I have, and my distributions that are going there equate to $7 million a year, my guy, I'm noticing that.
Hang on, they put it in his name?
No, the name of the LLC was
his initials and his number? What?
It wasn't wrapped up too tight, Ellie.
And this is what
they were really hiding. They were more.
Yeah,
it was more of like peekaboo.
Allie,
are we selling the trees or are we fucking smoking the trees? Like what?
Is what the fuck
it's like,
saying.
see me?
Lawrence Frank, your job is to do what's best for the fucking organization, bro.
Hide it better.
Remember, there's no integrity, Perk. Let's remember that.
Wait. Look, there's no honor among thieves, but yes, are we surprised? Does it happen all the time? Yes. If your LLC, don't quote me on that, but I believe that's what I read, that it was KL2 was the name of the LLC.
That's the most insane thing ever.
Thank you.
Having said that, really quick, and then we're moving on.
I'm noticing $7 million going into Road Trippin LLC.
Bitch, no, you ain't.
That's true. That's true.
No.
Well, somebody's noticing it.
Rich is not noticing shit.
I'm not.
Having said all of that, what's the punishment?
A vacation using that $7 million you getting every year, a yacht in the Mediterranean in the middle of the season, whatever you want.
I don't think it should be a suspension.
Make him play. That would be
somebody going down.
I think a fine. I think a fine, a big ass fine, like a huge fine, because Adam Silver has. By the way,
if they did it once, they probably done it before.
Richard Shannon. By the way, it's time for Adam Silver to make a real big statement. You know what I'm saying? Because people have been playing with this man too long. I always say he's one of the best commissioners in sports. I came up when I got drafted under fucking David Stern. David Stern didn't hide, God rest his soul. He didn't hide who he was. When you saw him in person, he was still that firm motherfucker when it came down to dress codes and shit like that. He was zero tolerance. Adam Silver is so cool. Players could pick up the phone and call Adam Silver. And I'm not just talking about franchise guys. Role players. They could call Adam Silver for concerns. He is a players commissioner, but at some point, he gotta lay down the hammer, pause on something, and make an example.